Dear colleagues, excellencies, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bid you all a very warm welcome to the Riksdag and to the former second chamber, the venue of the 4th Parliamentary Summit of the International Crimea Platform. I would first like to thank the performers of the national anthems, Timur Vasilishin and Fan King-shu. Timur was born in Ukraine and lives in Sweden now, and he has become a powerful voice in support of his homeland and performs every week at the Monday meetings at the square of Norrmalmstorg, not far from here. The Monday meetings have been organized in support of Ukraine every week since the full-scale invasion began, a powerful example of solidarity of the people of Stockholm and Sweden with the people of Ukraine. In this chamber, we are surrounded by murals depicting scenes from Swedish history. It is here that heroes who played an important role in defending our nation's independence and freedom are honored. The fact that the choice was made to highlight these scenes from Swedish history is an expression of the will to emphasize the value of the right of the people to participate in decision-making on public affairs, the value of a free and independent nation, and the will to defend these values when they are threatened by foreign powers. Once history is written about how the Ukrainian people heroically defended their nation, their independence and their democracy against the Russian invasions, there will be similar scenes to be portrayed. For this is what Ukraine's struggle is all about, the right of a people to choose its own destiny. My dear friend Ruslan Stefanchuk, I remember the speech you gave in this chamber in the spring of 2023. Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine had been going on for more than a year. It is now in its 4th year. In your speech, you highlighted the role Sweden played more than 3 centuries ago in the Zaporizhian Cossack struggle for an independent Ukraine. When we meet here today to once again express our support for Ukraine's struggle for independence, territorial integrity and a just and lasting peace, we thus build on historical experiences. The alliance at that time was based on the fact that our countries had common interests. Then as now, there were great powers that wanted to take over new territories. Then as now, leaders in our countries realized that the only way for countries wanting to survive as independent nations is to try and stem the imperial ambitions of the great powers together. Ruslan, I'm so happy to see you here again in the Riksdag today and proud to host this important meeting together with you. I'm also happy that representatives of almost 70 parliaments have joined us today, including those who will participate online. This broad support shows that there are many of us who stand behind Ukraine's struggle for its freedom, its territorial integrity, and its quest for a just and lasting peace. And it shows that many of us recognize the importance of defending the rules-based world order and the principle that one does not attack other countries in order to conquer territory. Another of our speakers today is Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, who will be with us online. I think we should all be thankful for President Zelenskyy's outstanding leadership in these trying times. He will go down in history as one of the greatest political leaders of the 21st century. Earlier, I spoke about heroes from our Swedish history. Sometimes it's said that the time of heroes is over, but people usually recognize a hero when they see one, and they see Volodymyr Zelenskyy for what he is, a true hero. Yes, we live in difficult and uncertain times, but we must not feel a sense of hopelessness. History has taught us that democracy and freedom are ultimately stronger than its enemies, their enemies. Stronger by virtue of moral superiority, but today also clearly stronger in material terms. This has previously proved to be crucial in protracted military showdowns. This is why we gather today to reconfirm solidarity between free and independent nations. We do this in the knowledge that the threat to Ukraine's freedom and territorial integrity is also a threat to our nations. For we are once again living at a time when we need to be constantly prepared to light the beacons. We must not only be prepared to support Ukraine's fight for freedom, we must also be prepared to defend all of Europe against Russian aggression that threatens the territorial integrity of also our nations. Together we are stronger than the enemies of democracy and freedom. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4th Parliamentary Summit of the International Crimea Platform. Thank you. Distinguished guests, it is now my great honor to welcome the President of Ukraine, Mr. Volodymyr Zelenskyy, who is joining us remotely from Ukraine. Mr. President, the floor is yours.
Thanks so much.